You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Tuesday. My name is Brock.
I'm Dolly.
And a round of applause to all of you beautiful, sexy people for surviving the long weekend.
Yes, sir.
And being here at this ungodly hour. You know what? Another round of applause for all of you people who didn't have a long weekend and had to work yesterday.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? One more round of applause, if you wouldn't mind, sir. For the long weekend, meaning no quiz this week.
Yeah, there you go.
Hell yeah.
How was your long weekend?
For that reason and that reason, like everybody in my house got sick. We did nothing.
Oh, brutal.
I was like quarantining as much as I could so I wouldn't get you sick. But there's no quiz. So you know what? Great long weekend.
We had a good long weekend too. We went to that concert in Toronto, went and saw Electric Callboy.
Oh yeah, good show.
It was great. We stayed at that Hotel X on like the exhibition grounds there.
Yo, Mallory stayed there for a concert a couple years ago and said it was just like the best.
Dude, it might be the craziest hotel I've ever stayed at. The only reason we stayed there is because I had air miles. There's no way we could afford it. And we most definitely stuck out like a sore thumb being at this hotel.
Oh, everybody's all dressed up to the nines.
I've never felt so trashy in my life. It's like we pull up with the car and there's valet outside and I give the keys to the guy and even Courtney's like, what are you doing giving your keys to that? I'm like, it's valet.
Yeah.
We're so not used to this.
It's okay. He's allowed to drive the car.
Me and my buddy are in like cut off shirts and basketball shorts as we're checking in. We don't even have luggage. We're using grocery bags to carry our clothes.
Come on.
We got like a 30-pack of Modelo as we're walking in.
Bro, you knew where you were going. You couldn't church it up just a little bit.
I'm not going to change me for them. You know?
I would have stopped at like a gas station just before the hotel, put on a nice shirt.
It was easily the fanciest hotel I've ever stayed at. Even like when we get into the room, they had like Fiji water bottles in the fridge.
Ooh.
Courtney called down. She's like, are these free?
You know what though? Smart move. You got to double check those things because you would think that like the high price that you pay to get the room would cover everything else.
We had to be sure.
But a lot of those hotels, because they know you've got the money to stay there, they're like, we'll get you on everything.
Yeah.
And you won't care because you're rich. Not you, other people.
But it's crazy, man. There's like different restaurants and bars throughout. Like even after the show, we went to a bar that was on the 27th floor. And it didn't feel like we were in a hotel.
Really?
Mind you, the most expensive Bud Light I've ever paid for in my life. But it was still pretty sick. And they have like an art gallery in this hotel. Like there's a rooftop pool on the 28th floor.
Oh, love a rooftop pool.
Oh yeah, we walked in there hungover after the concert the next morning, and most definitely did not match the vibe of all the rich people just chilling in the pool.
Just a bunch of people up there with their kids, letting them splash around. The nannies looking after them, and then here comes 4 dirtbags.
Dude, the crazy thing about the kids was seeing like kids walk around the lobby, and it's like your shoes are more expensive than anything I own right now. Like,
you're seeing a kid who looks straight out of a yacht club, and you're just like, all right, Richie Rich.
I will say the worst part about staying at a nice hotel is not having a free breakfast.
Yeah, well, and that's what I'm saying. You know, like they'll get you on the water bottles, they'll get you on the parking, they'll get you on everything. At least if you go to a 2-star, 3-star place, there's at least like the little cup of Fruit Loops and some milk. You know what I mean? There's something there.
Oh yeah, we looked at like the restaurant menu in the morning and it was like $32 for eggs Benny, and I'm like, where's a waffle maker? You know?
Yeah. Where's that little metal thing with the roll-up door full of watery eggs and bacon?
Hotel X is beautiful, but it ain't got nothing on a Motel 6 breakfast is all I'm saying.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Hey, can I make a request, please?
Let's hear it.
It's more about your programming guideline, but I think the quiz should be like garbage pickup. If Monday is a holiday, it should be scheduled to the next day.
You know what? I agree, actually. That's a really good point.
Hard pass.
If I'm driving into work on my first day back after a 3-day weekend, I want to feel good by listening to Dalby lose his mind, regardless of what day it is.
I mean, it still feels like Monday for the rest of us, right? Why shouldn't it feel like Monday for him?
Exactly. Like I'm driving in and it's like, yeah, the quiz. Yeah, crap, it's Tuesday.
I don't think it's unreasonable that 1 week a month, not even every month, I get to be happy.
You picked this job. I picked this station.
Yeah, happiness is a choice, Dalby.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
You heard of the trend, the dark shower?
The dark shower, I can't say I have.
It sounds, now that I say it out loud, it sounds like a horror movie.
Kind of sounds like a dirty movie, too.
It does sound like that, too. Apparently, dark showering is a new sleep health trend that people are using to help get to sleep. And basically, the idea is if you are a nighttime shower before bed kind of person, next time you go to have your shower, do it with the lights off.
That sounds insanely dangerous, to be honest.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one, because I was like, oh, I don't know, maybe this is just like me getting older if I feel like I'm a fall risk, but you're in the dark, you're in the wet. The idea is that like the combination of the water and then like the steam or the heat from the water and the darkness all sort of signal to your brain like we are in calm down, wind down mode.
Well, it makes sense because, I mean, it's like how they say, like, you shouldn't look at your phone a half an hour before bed or you shouldn't watch TV like a half an hour before bed. I get that, having the lights off, but I don't know about you. Like, I wash my face or I get like soap in my eyes or something. I get scared just even closing my eyes in the shower sometimes.
Right. Back when I had hair and you would soap up with the shampoo and then you're like, you're walking around with your arms out like, okay, which way is the water coming from?
Yeah, yeah.
And we've all had that moment where you catch just a little bit of wet porcelain or whatever, like in your shower, and your body just has not even a fall, but just that little and your heart just starts racing. Like, I almost died.
Oh, yeah. I guarantee you, if you slip and fall in a dark shower, you might fall asleep forever.
The ultimate sleep, the forever sleep is coming your way after you bang your head off of the tub. But no, apparently this is becoming a bigger and bigger thing. And scientists, like, they haven't studied it, but in interviews where they've been asked about it, they're like, it makes sense. Like, this does seem valid from the outside of like, you go right from the dark shower, no phones, like you said, right into bed, and apparently it's just lights out.
I mean, I understand it. The only true perk that I see about the dark shower myself is I won't have to see my fat ass in the mirror when I get out of the shower.
On the downside, though, for a guy like you, tough to find your shower beer in the dark.
Yeah.
Which shelf did I put this on again?
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Corey, we asked people what are their sleep hacks, and you have the answer that a lot of people are saying.
Yeah, I smoke a big fatty before bed. It works every time, man.
You know what? I'll say this, as a stoner, it goes one of two ways. You either pass out instantly or you're laying in bed riddled with anxiety thinking about everything.
True.
Yeah, I could use it for sleep. I could use it for work, whatever. It's my go-to for everything, I guess.
That's the thing that's always confounded me about the whole idea is like when I was in college and using it all the time, it would knock me right out. But then you see other people who are like, oh yeah, I like to have a little puff, and then that gets me going for the day.
I think what you should have clarified with is you got to have an indica. You know what they say? Indica couch, right?
Yes. Yeah, sativa will make you all hyper, and
sativa will make you eat everything in your fridge, which then will make you fall asleep. I mean, you'll wake up feeling awful in the morning, but you know, it's a kind of a win-win.
better than drinking.
Your description of what sativa does sounds like my everyday sober life.
You're just permanent sativa? And there's a reason why you don't smoke, Dalton.
Yep.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, he did say better than drinking. The amount of people that are saying drinking before going to bed.
I've fallen asleep really quickly after drinking. I have never started drinking to fall asleep.
Going to bed every night with one foot on the ground so you don't get the spins is crazy, dude. The amount of people that are texting in about making whoopee, which 100% that's scientifically proven it'll put you to sleep.
Well, yeah, a little exercise before bed's good for the heart and good for the soul.
Totally. We got someone else on the line here. What is your sleep hack, my man?
Warm glass of milk does the trick to help you get to sleep at night. They call me an old soul, I guess.
You know, I've seen that in movies all the time. Yeah. I've never actually tried it before, though.
No, it's reaction, gets a little smoother as the temperature goes up.
You know what I think the warm glass of milk is we're always talking about people getting nostalgic for things. I think it makes you nostalgic of a baby, of your mommy heating up that breast milk on the stove for you, putting you to bed. And that's probably what it is. There's probably some weird brain waves there that get crossed.
Yeah, people talk about getting back to your roots.
Those are your roots.
Drink a warm glass of milk, sit with your lady on the couch.
Yeah, it's just a different lady. A little different.
I'll tell you right now, if you're sitting with your significant other on the couch and she hears you going, drinking milk, that's the end of the night.
Hey, it's 2026. Who are you to judge what this guy's fetishes?
You're right.
This is the Brock and Delby Podcast.
Usually when a couple gets married, historically, the woman will take the man's surname, right? I mean, in modern times, we've seen it the other way around. Some people just keep their own last names.
I think you see a lot more of that now is just like, hey, you got your family lineage, I got mine. We don't need to change our names.
Well, one couple from Australia is going viral right now as ahead of their wedding day. They had what they called the surname wars.
Okay.
Where they had both of their families come to an event and they had them battle it out to determine which last name they're going to take after marriage.
Like a series of challenges and the winning family, like we're both that name now?
That's exactly what it is. So they basically had their family members compete in events. They had like a tug of war, potato sack races, and a bunch of other stuff like that.
I do really love that. You gotta like, because there are just a lot of couples that are like, we don't care. We're happy we're together. The last name doesn't matter. It probably means more to your older family members anyway, so let them fight for it.
Dude, I guarantee you both dads were probably going as hard as they possibly could to keep their family lineage going.
Absolutely.
This would be a great game show idea, honestly.
I would watch it. Absolutely. Again, because it's that older generation. Like your parents would be fighting for their name. If you've got any grandparents, like grandpa's going to be out in the pit.
Oh, he's getting out of the wheelchair for sure.
Absolutely putting that work in.
And ahead of a wedding, it's a great way for families to connect and bond too, because it's awkward where a lot of them don't meet until the wedding either. So
right, you're mingling around a church or a hall or something, meeting people for the first time.
Imagine the smack talk at the wedding after that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. You're saying it's Mr. and Mrs. Dolby.
It is funny to be like, someone's like, why did you take your wife's name? It's like, my family lost in a potato sack race.
Yeah, because my uncle choked in the tug of war.
The best thing about this is, you know what? It does eliminate the weaker bloodline.
Oh, I see.
If you think about it like that, it does prove in the end who is the stronger bloodline, does it not?
If you wanted your name to live on, maybe you should have ran a little harder, Grandma.
Some real medieval times stuff.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Delby Podcast.
I don't want to scare anyone, but heads up, there is a U.S. invasion coming this summer.
A U.S. invasion? Do you know something we don't?
Well, at least of ticks.
American ticks are coming to Canada?
Legit, scientists are warning Canadians to get ready for a U.S. tick invasion this year. It's called the Lone Star tick. Have you heard of this?
I mean, I have to assume from Texas or originate somewhere near Texas.
It doesn't originate from Texas. They just call it the Lone Star tick. But if you are bitten by this tick, it can actually cause you to become allergic to meat.
Allergic to meat?
Yeah, very scary stuff, guys. If you get bit by this Lone Star tick, they say it can make you allergic to mammal meat. So basically anything like pork, lamb, red meat. They say even milk and cheese as well, too.
Damn. I mean, listen, I know that there are ticks that, like, if you get bit and it's not treated right away or treated properly, you can die. This somehow seems scarier.
Yeah.
Like the idea that a tick could rob you of your ability to eat protein?
Yo, you know what's crazy is last summer, all those like governors and senators in the states were upset with all the wildfire smoke coming through into their states.
Oh, yeah.
Is this the revenge on us now, sending these ticks up here?
You guys dirtied our air, so now we're going to take away your meat.
Can we send a strongly worded letter to those dumbass senators who complained about the wildfire smoke about this now?
Please come to Canada and collect your ticks. Thank you very much.
But I will say, the whole thing of like being allergic to meat, doesn't that sound like some really crappy comic book?
It sounds like you get bit by the tick and you can't eat meat. It's like Spider-Man if you were bitten by a radioactive vegan.
You know what it is? It honestly sounds like it's something like PETA concocted to get back at meat eaters, you know?
Yeah. Some sort of just a PETA scientist in a lab with a bunch of ticks. Like, how can we make them not eat the meat?
Imagine going hunting this summer and not being able to eat what you caught.
Dude, you bring back your haul, but you also got bit by the anti-meat
Crazy,
tick.
right? Crazy. I mean, getting bit by a tick sucks, but this makes it even worse.
Worst tick. of all time.
Oh, yeah, worst superhero power of all time, dude. At least Spider-Man could do stuff.
Yeah, he could climb walls.
Now you just become annoying?
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
I was saying the Lone Star tick is giving people the worst superhero power of all time because it's making them allergic to meat. What do you think would be the worst superhero power to get from an animal?
Skunk. I would not want to be like have the smelliest superpower in the world.
I guess the thing with the skunk is too is like it's every time that you're scared.
Right.
Right? So imagine just like watching a movie at the theater or something and then all of a sudden you're just gassing up the room.
Right? And then you're like around and you're like, oh my God, who did that? Totally wasn't me.
It's one of those things like I can't even imagine a scenario where I could use it for good. Like even imagine here, you're in a bank, robbers come breaking in, give me all your money. And then what, you just slowly fart?
It has to be a silencer though, because then they don't know it's coming.
Yeah.
We got Brother Jay on the line. Brother Jay, what are you thinking?
Oh, well, bugs, I would have to say I would not want to be a stink bug.
You know, you're talking about bugs. The stink bug would be a bad one. Also, imagine if you got the powers of a dung beetle. Like, you got really strong, but you could only use it to push around your own feces.
Yeah. Or you're like a fly, and, like, that's all you want to do.
Yeah.
You just want to hang around in bathrooms and rub your hands all the time. I don't think there's a bug that has a good superpower. I mean, even people texting in about getting bit by the wasp. I mean, you just become like an angry drunk is pretty much all it is.
Right. Like, okay, I get bit by a bee. I can make honey. Also, if I sting anything, I die immediately.
You get mad once and you die.
And that's the end of it. What a terrible superpower. I already have rage issues.
Mosquito, you're just basically a vampire and you're carrying around diseases at the same time, too.
Maybe butterfly. You kind of look pretty. You can kind of fly.
Someone texted in snail. Your superpower is just leaving gross trails everywhere.
I think that's an actual superpower. If you ever take public transit, you see it all the time.
You just have permanent swaths at all times. Oh, God. I do love the text that we got in here at 762-1255. No name on this one. You deserve all the credit, though, because they said, I probably wouldn't enjoy getting bit by a rattlesnake. Once it bites you, your superpowers is just going to be you shaking your tuchus at threats.
It's not much of a superpower if all I can do is throw ass.
Imagine just getting into a fight with someone and they just start twerking at you.
You know what? To be honest,
it could work.
As a defensive power, you're either going to mesmerize your opponent or in the case of someone who looks like me, scare them away.
You just become Shakira out of nowhere.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Apparently, Gen Z loves a good mall.
The kids are returning to the malls again?
The kids are going back to the malls, and it's a few different factors that play into it. One, you know this, online shopping has gotten significantly worse as there are more like scammy websites or more different sellers that are like giving you things that you didn't ask for.
Or it's just junk, yeah.
And so Gen Z is apparently sort of fighting back against that. They want to go to the mall. They want to try stuff on. They want to feel what a shirt feels like.
You know what I feel like a big thing is? If this is the Gen Z kids, I mean, we talk about it all the time. The music that they're listening to, the clothes that they're wearing, they're very into this like late 90s, early 2000s kind of trend, right? Mm-hmm. Watch any movie from the 90s, early 2000s.
True.
What were the teenagers doing? They were hanging out at the malls. That's probably got to be a big influence on it.
Now, what they're seeing in these studies and these surveys is that if a mall is just a bunch of stores and not much else, those malls are not seeing this resurgence. And this actually plays to kind of what you were saying. I hadn't thought of this. If a mall has places to hang out, if it has experiences, so like cool restaurants or a food court that offers something a little different. God help us if a mall has mini golf like a lot of them used to back in the day.
Yeah.
Those are the malls that are seeing a lot of the kids will go shopping and then they'll stay in the mall to do the hangout, to do all the experiences.
Well, the mall used to be a vibe, man. That was the spot. That was the spot where you connected. You kind of just like lingered around. Now it's just, I mean, senior citizens hanging out, which they're not going to be happy about this news.
I can remember like growing up in the Northwest Territories, like the closest place to go to somewhere cool was Edmonton. And dude, when you were like 12 to 15, 16 years old, the idea of getting to go to West Edmonton Mall, that was like friggin' Disneyland for us, man.
Oh, yeah.
It was cool. They had a roller coaster and they had food courts and mall restaurants and stuff like that. if we can get back to malls making you feel like it was an adventure, like it was an experience, maybe we don't need to have a Zellers in every town.
I feel like I said this last week. The kids are going out more outside more again,
which is a great thing to see.
And it's good for businesses too. They're putting money back in the economy, local businesses as well, right?
That's just it, man. Nothing sadder than walking by somebody standing in a store in a dead mall.
Yeah.
And they see you and they get excited. It's like when you see a dog in the window and they're like, hey, come here, come on in. Like, no, thank you.
Dude, and everything is returning to normal. I said the senior citizens in the mall are going to be mad about this.
Yeah.
We're going to have old people yelling at teenagers again. The world is healing, baby.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Here in Ontario, you will be able to crush drinks until 4 a.m. once the World Cup starts, as old Dougie Ford has passed a bill to expend last call until 4 a.m. during the World Cup.
You know, like when it was the Olympics and the Olympics put us in like a weird time zone and he let bars open early for that sort of thing, I understand it. The World Cup is here. It's in North America. You don't need to let people, because let's face it, the majority of people taking advantage of last call being at 4 and not 2 are not watching soccer. They're just people getting hammered.
Well, here's the thing is, do you know how many people complain about this when sports, when they do these sports like bylaws or laws rather to extend last call?
Yeah.
And people are like, why are you extending the bars for last call? Well, everybody else gets to enjoy it too now. You get an extra 2 hours now. So what's to complain about?
It really does open it up for anybody who hates packing it in.
It's exciting for people who want to watch the World Cup, and it's exciting for people who want to have a reason not to go home.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Good news first or bad news first?
Good news.
Pizza Hut's coming back, baby.
And did it leave?
Not really, but there is a guy in the States, and that's the bad news, is that at least for now, this is States related.
Okay.
He owns 80 Pizza Hut franchises, and he says he's sick of all the like modern upgrades and renovations and the sleek bull crap roofless look. He's taking it back to the old school.
He's going old school Pizza Hut?
He's taking all 80 of his Pizza Hut franchises. He's bringing back the old checkered tablecloths.
Hell yeah.
The old frosted cups.
Oh, drinks always hit different in those, man.
A fountain Pepsi or Coke out of the
Yes.
frosted cup it's that and Mexican glass bottle Coke. Those are the two like elite
It
tiers.
hits different. I don't know why, but it does.
Also bringing back the old school booths, dine in, just because there's a lot of Pizza Huts now that are like, just come pick up your pizza and get out of here.
Now, the real question is,
Yeah.
is he bringing back the Pizza Hut buffet or not?
He has not specified, but I would assume if the idea is to go back to in-store seating, old school.
You have to bring back the buffet.
The Pizza Hut buffet was part of why you went to Pizza Hut.
It's the only reason I loved Pizza Hut as a kid.
Absolutely. Going up and crushing 6 to 30 slices of pizza, finishing it off with like 3 little pieces of Caesar salad so you could convince your mom you were eating healthy.
Oh, dude, not even that. The little dessert pizza after.
The dessert pizza was the icing on top.
Oh, you're
man.
making me so hungry right now.
So listen, what we need to do is we need to find out where these franchises are, and we need to get the word out so that people support it, so that our Pizza Huts here in Canada do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is how it should be. Pizza Hut used to be a cultural institution. You'd see that roof. He also said he's putting the roof on any of his Pizza Huts that don't currently have the roof.
It's funny because I know me and you have talked about this before. There's a website called Used to Be a Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Where all the places that used to be a Pizza Hut in Canada have been turned into something else, and they
Right.
still have the rooftops on them. You can spot them out from a mile away.
See like pet stores and even like other restaurants. Like there's an IHOP with a Pizza Hut roof, and you're like, that's Pizza Hut.
I think there's like a dentist office in Thunder Bay or something that used to be a Pizza Hut.
But like, bring back those old school vibes where it had a personality.
Yeah, everything's trying to be too modern now. Like even you go to McDonald's and they got
Right.
fireplaces in there for some reason.
What am I doing at McDonald's with this like fancy upscale? I shouldn't feel like I need to put on a nicer shirt to buy a Big Mac.
Yeah.
Like that's ridiculous. I don't know where it is that all these restaurants and all these brands, even sports teams, like I saw a video the other day talking about how the Raptors logo used to be this cool dinosaur dribbling a basketball. And now it's just some claw marks.
Yeah, dude, you know what? Everything I feel like over the past 10, 15 years, everyone tried to make fancy, tried to make modern. It's kind of like how you go into someone's house and they have the open space concept and everybody decided to do gray laminate because we thought that looks nice now.
Well, even before you get into the house, you ever get directions to somebody's house and you can't figure out which one is theirs because it's 7 houses in a row that look like they were built out of the same Lego set?
The same siding and whatnot, yeah.
Bring back personality. It starts with bringing back the tablecloths and the cups to Pizza Hut, and from there, we build a society again.
I 100% agree with what you're saying, man.
This is the oldest I have ever sounded. Right now is talking about this.
Hey, everybody's down for nostalgic. Why can't we?
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
All right, we had a lot of fun doing the Mortal Kombat impressions last week, and a lot of people said we should just do video game impressions for this week, so that's exactly what we're going to do. And today we've got $100 in Lotto Max tickets to give away, and we figured we'd start with what was probably the first video game for a lot of you listening. We're going to go with the Pac-Man eating sound.
It's one of those sounds that, like, the first time you walked into an arcade, you almost absolutely heard that sound.
All right, if you are not one of our Pac-Man here, that does make you a judge. So 762-555, please judge accordingly. And we'll start off with this one here. I believe this is Eva.
Eva. Shaky start. Got there in the middle. Didn't quite hold it to the end.
It sounded like she was drowning.
A little bit. But it was a good effort.
We got Tim.
My name is Tim.
What?
Ugga.
This is Cave Pac-Man?
Yeah.
Hugga.
Okay, no one's really nailed it so far, but I'm enjoying this. We got Ken here.
Hey, it's Kenny. This is my Pac-Man sound.
Okay.
That's really good Pac-Man. Also really good Tom Morello guitar impression.
Come win now!
Totally, right? Okay.
I like it, though.
We got Mike here. You know what that kind of sounds like? That kind of sounds like when you got like a plunger and you're trying to like really fast.
It's a good impression, and I will say that, like, I liked Kenny's a little more, but that was the most enduring. That was the most consistent throughout.
Okay, we'll do a couple more here. We've got Trevor.
Morning, fellas. This is Trevor. This is my Pac-Man eating.
That's an impression of something else. I just can't put it.
I can't put my finger on it.
It sounds like something else.
It's got a little Marge Simpson to it.
It's Marge Simpson Pac-Man impression. Okay, and final one here. There's no name on this one, though. You sound like you were embarrassed to do it.
Yeah. It's not even that it's bad. It's just the softest Pac-Man.
You were at work, weren't you?
Yeah. I like crouched down under the desk. That's
why he didn't put his name on it too either. All right,
it's
okay.
Contender.
A round of applause.
Yeah,
to
great
everyone
start.
here, because that was a lot of fun. But I do think it's between Tom Morello Pac-Man and Plunger Pac-Man.
I think so too. Yeah, I think it's. I think Kenny's. I think is the most sound alike. It's so good.
And
it's
then,
in my head. That's the arcade.
And then this is Mike's. I mean, after you gotta go Kenny on that, don't you?
You gotta go Kenny.
All right, we'll give it to Tom Morello Pac-Man. Ding. Round of applause. It would honestly be hilarious if somehow someone made a Pac-Man version of Bulls on Parade now. That's all I want to hear.
I would love for you guys to send that to us here at the show.
All right. If you have any suggestions for video game impressions for the rest of the week, let us know. 762-555.
Someone just texted in. Imagine sending these voice memos to the wrong number. Just getting a voice memo from your boss or something.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
You should send a text to us. 762-555. You can ask us all your questions. All your questions. You can ask us anything. 762-555. Your questions, comments, or concerns. Come on, send a text right now. Send a text right now.
Sorry to all the beautiful girls out there, but this man's taken.
Oh, the beautiful girls can text in too, all right? First one in here says, who do you think is going to be the Stanley Cup matchup for this year? Is it the Habs? I say no. And not just because I'm a hater, but I do think Carolina and Colorado, they've just been so dominant this year, it's hard to deny them.
I hate it because I hate Colorado like no other team. Like, I give you gears about the Leafs. I could take or leave the Leafs.
There's no way Vegas gets past Colorado.
If the Colorado Avalanche win the Stanley Cup, it will significantly hamper my desire to watch next season.
Colorado is winning the cup. I would bet on that for sure.
Just to be contrarian then, I'm going to take Montreal against Vegas in the finals.
Montreal against Vegas?
Montreal against Vegas, and then Montreal wins the Stanley Cup and you cry on the air live.
No, if it's Montreal and Vegas, my boy Mitch Marner gets to raise the cup against his old arch nemesis.
No, that's exactly why Montreal will lose. He hasn't been gone from Toronto long enough to get the stink off him
Old
yet.
Mitchie Marner? That kid is hot right now, dude. Everyone who said he should have left the Leafs, shame on you. Shame on you. Someone said, can fish taste fish?
I don't know the biology or the makeup of a fish's tongue.
I mean, because fish has a very specific taste, but do they
can they sense it?
Do they eat other fish and are like, this one tastes weird? This one
some fish eat smaller fish. I would also pose the question of, when you have that many fish in the water, can they just taste the hint of fish? Like, as they're swimming around, water flowing through the gills, and they just Steve.
Even things that get into the water, do they think they taste that? Like, if you pee in the water,
do they know?
It just got warm in here.
It's all acidic.
All right, what's another one here? Someone said, what do you guys do for mosquitoes? I'm in the country working outside. It's nuts right now. Great time to take up smoking.
Yeah, smoking does help. Keep a fire around. Big DEET guy. You know, I know we're not supposed to DEET, but it works.
It only works for so long.
Well, listen. This is how I know that you are not as pale as I am. When you grow up having to constantly reapply sunscreen, it's easy to do the same with the bug spray. You just get into a 15-minute rhythm of lathering up, brother.
You're either inhaling cigarettes or you're inhaling DEET. Either or, it's not good for you. Someone said, how's it been with calling Courtney your fiance instead of your girlfriend? Have you messed up a lot yet? You know what? I feel like it's only been a handful of times, and we both catch each other.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like this cute little moment where we're like, oh, my fiance.
You get to relive the realization of the engagement over and over again.
I haven't slipped up on air yet, I think.
I don't know that you've said either. I think even before, you would just say Courtney a lot. I don't know that you say girlfriend a lot.
It does sound pretentious to be like, my fiance.
Fiance.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know, but I'm engaged.
Yeah, if you will.
Yeah. Not to make you feel bad about yourself, but I have a fiance. All right, we'll wrap up with this one here.
You don't have a bank account deep enough to have a fiance.
I don't have a bank enough deep enough to have bought the ring, but I did it anyway. All right, final one here. Says, I found out one of my friends hangs out with my family doctor. Like, apparently they're really good friends and they go drinking all the time.
Oh.
And I feel like I don't trust my family doctor anymore. What are your thoughts? I kind of understand what you're saying.
Like, the idea would be you're worried that your family doctor and your buddy are going drinking, and he's like, let me tell you about everything that's wrong with Tom.
Yo, because it's kind of the idea when you're a kid, like, you don't want to see your teacher outside of school, or you don't think you're ever going to see, it's like if seeing your therapist out at the bar, you'd be like, what the hell?
There are certain jobs that you can have that make it difficult for you to be thought of as a real human being.
I also don't think you're judging your family doctor as much as you're judging your buddy. Like, you're judging him for hanging out with your buddy because you know who your friend is.
Yeah. Well, again, I would be worried. Like, I wouldn't want you to know my entire medical history, you know?
Yeah.
There's stuff that as friends we'll talk about. But the idea of you being out in this fantasy world where I have a family doctor, you're out at the bar. Like, I would not trust him to not tell you if my name came up in conversation.
I just feel like you also can't trust him with things like a prostate exam after, like, he's hanging out with this very specific buddy. You know, like, you know what that guy does when you hang out with him, let alone when he's with your family doctor.
Maybe more gloves, Doc.
Want to be a part of the podcast?
Leave a message on the Bad Line.
The Bad Line is the answering machine for the Brock and Dalby Show.
To get the number, text the word BAD to 762-555.
Thanks for listening to the Brock and Dalby podcast.